Welcome, everyone. So, this is Friday night. That means Friday nights on Ion. And this was one of the 5 games that was played. We had the Fever against the Wings in Dallas. So, I had a feeling this was going to be a pretty tight game. I mean, Indiana took the lead pretty early. Well, it was before halftime they started to take a little bit of an edge. And then Dallas made runs and closed the gap throughout the game, actually. But there was always that once Indiana had gotten that gap, they pretty much held it. I mean, it came close a few times, but Dallas just missed opportunities to bring the game to even and take the lead. They just couldn't capitalize on a number of things. And Indiana played pretty solid. They played pretty air. I mean, there was a few turnovers and stuff, but nothing egregious. And Kelsey Mitchell, great game from her. We had, let's see, 4 players in double figures. Aaliyah Boston, she only scored 12 points. I would have thought, watching the game, it seemed like she scored more than that. But you had Natasha Howard with 11, Boston with 12, Kelsey Mitchell with 23, and Ari McDonald with 15. And then you had various people contributing. Cunningham had 6, Lexi Hill had 7. She was hustling all over the place. She does that every single game. It's just like you see Lexi Hill flying all over. And then she got nailed a couple times. She ran into Hines Allen and she just kept going. It was like she just got right back up and boom, she got clocked a few times. Just running into someone with a bigger body. Colson she hit a 3-point shot. That was the only shot she took. Dantas, she hit a 3 and a couple of other ones, so she had 5 points. And then Chloe Bibby, as you know, I cover the Valkyries are my main team. And we were sorry to see Chloe Bibby go, but she hit 2 threes right off the bat, and then they took her out. I didn't understand that at all. She got one more shot it was in the 4th, I think. They put her back in. I didn't understand that. She just nailed 2 threes for you, and then you took her out. Anyway, happy for Indiana that you picked up Chloe Bibby. It was interesting because as soon as that was announced, then Golden State picked up someone else. We picked up I can't even think of her name, but she ended up playing in the Valkyries game that was going on the same time as the Indiana game. But let's see what we have here. So as a team, I gotta look at another page here. This doesn't tell you the team shooting percentage. But Dallas, on the other hand, the only one in double figures was Paige Beuckers. Dallas had a lot of... I don't understand. You have such an advantage with Tara McCowan and putting her and putting Leah Rue in at the same time. You could just do a high-low post, and Dallas was catching up when they put McCowan in. I don't understand why they're not playing her. It must be something internal, but she took 2 shots, hit them both. She got 3 rebounds for the 12 minutes that she played. Hines Allen, 9 points. She was 4 for 8. She's very active for Dallas. Let's see. Isaiah James, she had 9 points. She hit a couple of threes. Dejanay Carrington, 4 points. Sometimes she's so active, but then she's so out of control sometimes. She ended up having 5 turnovers. She had this one play where she was driving down to the hoop, and all she had to do was just take a regular layup, and she did this funky thing, or just pull up short for a little 4-foot jumper instead of trying to force. It's like she tries to force a foul all the time. I don't know. I mean, she's a hell of a defender, but those are the lost opportunities for Dallas. Leah Rue only had 3 points. She only played 8 minutes. So if you're 2'6'7" girls that are bigger than anyone on Indiana, and you played them 12 minutes and 8 minutes, like, why are you going with the smaller lineup? You can still have smaller lineup when you, and then hit the big girl down low. I don't understand that with Dallas. And then Arike didn't play the whole fourth quarter. She only had 8 points. She was 1 for 6. 6 for 6 from the foul line. Haley Jones played well. She only scored 7 points, though. She ended up getting a bunch of fouls. She had 4 fouls. But after she got that fourth, she stayed clean. She didn't get any more fouls after that. She ended up getting 2 blocks, 2 turnovers, an assist. She didn't get any rebounds. That's surprising. Anyway, Geisel Solder, she only had 4 points. She seemed like she was doing more there. Just, a lot of missed opportunities. Missed shots, or just, they don't have the team turnovers either. I got to switch pages. Just too many missed opportunities. Quinterly had 6 points, 3 assists. Paige had 4 assists. Yeah, it could be summed up with just missed. Yeah, I was able to switch the page. It's weird if you go to the scores page on the site, on the WNBA site, it gives you like team totals. If you go to the watch part of it, it doesn't give you the team totals. So, Indiana team, as a team, they shot 45%, 42% from 3. They had, 19 turnovers. Wow, that was higher than I thought it was going to be. Dallas only had 14. Not that either of those are terrific, but the Fever ended up, I'll bet, let me look at points off turnovers. Yeah, Dallas, even though total turnovers, Indiana had 20 turnovers, but Dallas didn't capitalize. They only got 13 points off those turnovers. It was missed opportunities. Dallas had 15 turnovers, but Indiana got 16 points off those 15. Just crazy. Anyway, Indiana shot 42% from 3. Let's see. Kelsey Mitchell was 3 for 8, and Ari McDonald was 4 for 6, and then Chloe Bibby was 2 for 3. That was good. That was the difference, because Dallas was 2 for 15, 13%. Which that's not going to do you very good. Dallas was very good from the free throw line. They were 24 for 25, and Indiana was 10 for 13. But let's see, rebounds 44 to 30. Indiana out-rebounded Dallas. Yeah. Just, really good game for the Fever, though. They were hanging in there and just played a solid game. Even, the turnovers some of them were like taking chances on, like there was a long court pass, a couple of long court passes that got intercepted. So that was some of them. But they should clean those up, and it didn't hurt them this game. So, it matters, but it doesn't really. For this game, they got away with it. So, good for them. Great game by Kelsey Mitchell. The score, this is where they started, going by quarter. It was tied 22-22 in the first, and then Indiana started to pull away in the second, 26-20, and then again in the third, 22-15, and then Dallas outscored them, trying to catch up 21-18 in the fourth. So Indiana gets the win 88-78, and Indiana is now 16-12, and Dallas is 8-21. So, I'm going to be watching a bunch of more games after this one. So, and as of right now, the last I looked, Seattle and LA were tied in the fourth quarter. So, that's going to be another knockdown, drag-out game. So, Anyway, that's it for this one. We'll see you next time.